Man, oh man, boy, do I have a lot to tell you guys. For the next 30 days, I will be your dropshipping mentor so that you can get your Shopify business up and running in 2021. Every single day, there will be a new video going over various topics within your e-commerce business. And this dropshipping course is 100% free. Yes, 100% free, and will be filled with value-packed information that other gurus are charging you thousands and thousands of dollars for. So feel free to copy every single thing I am about to teach you. Oh, and don't feel bad at all, because there are others of mine that have replicated everything that I am about to teach you. No matter if you're a beginner or an advanced business owner, I got you. I will be getting you from point A to Z in literally 30 days, from finding a winning product to creating a successful Facebook ad campaign. So do me a favor and make sure you like this video and prepare for what's to come. So without further ado, guys, let's create our Shopify website right now. All right, so welcome back to another video in the Ecom Lab. Now in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to test out your products on Facebook. Now, I'm going to be teaching you guys one of two methods in today's video. In my next video, I'm going to be teaching you guys my other testing strategy, just so you guys have a broad range of testing strategies to go out there and use. And so just to keep in mind, there are a whole bunch of testing strategies out there on YouTube and the blogs. So there's no best or correct way to test out products, but these two strategies have worked out for me and my students. And hopefully whenever you go out there and implement my strategies, they help out you as well. And so to start off, guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys a method called the Volcano Method. Now, whenever you look at Volcano, right at the top, there's a lot of action. And so in this comparison with Facebook, when you go and target a big, broad interest, most of the time, that's where all the competition is at, right? A lot of people are targeting one interests for their detailed targeting. So you're going to come across a lot of big advertisers going for those specific key terms. And so what we need to do is narrow down our audience so that we can actually have less competition and we can actually target the people that would buy our product. So the reason why this strategy has worked out in 2021 for me is because there is a lot of competition nowadays, especially with everything that's going on around the world. Everyone is starting e-commerce stores left and right. A lot of advertising dollars are being put on online. And so you're competing with a lot of big advertisers, and doing this strategy will lessen the competition. Now, narrowing down your audience is a lot more targeted as well. And then lastly, you can scale efficiently with these big audiences whenever you get to that point, because you started off small. Now you can go out there and find a bigger pool of audience since you've already have your data, your pixels ready to go, you're optimized, you have a really nice store, great product, everything's going well, and you can start targeting these big interests. And so that's what the Volcano Method is all about, and I'm going to be teaching you guys step by step on how to do this strategy. And so you want to go into conversions, and then you want to hit continue. So you're going to name your campaign, you're going to scroll down, you're going to hit next, and you're going to get into your ad sets. Now your ad sets, you want to make sure you label this correctly. I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to do that step by step. All right, so the conversion event is going to be a website. You want to select your pixel. Once you select your pixel, you want to choose the event, and we're going to go straight into purchases. So once you select your event, you're going to scroll down into your budgeting. Now, whenever you test your products out, it depends on the price of your product. If your product is between $5 to $15 or maybe even $20, I would start off with $5 a day. Okay, very key, guys, because if you test out a product and you're spending too much, you might not get the sale and you're going to start losing a lot of money. So you have to start off with a low budget with a low ticket item. Now, if your product is $20 and higher, I would at least go into $10 and up. Okay, you need a little bit more and a little bigger budget in order for Facebook to go find the right buyers for a higher ticket item, guys. Especially nowadays, cost per purchases are almost $10 per purchases. So you need at least $10 per day to test out a bigger item. Okay, now with the start date, you want to start it at the next day at 12 midnight. You want to start off at 12 midnight so you can analyze your ads within a 24-hour time period. And so we're going to scroll down and we're going to be targeting just the United States. We're going to keep the age broad. We're going to keep the gender broad. And then we're going to implement the Volcano method. All right, so this is the product that we're going to be promoting on the ads manager. And so if you haven't seen my other course videos, we did show you guys how to create your video ads. And so make sure you check out those videos in the link in the description. And so if we go into the ads manager, we're going to be implementing the Volcano method by targeting a very big and broad interest like toys. That's about 500 million people. And you also want to keep in mind, what your reach is. And so we're going to narrow that audience by copying this, and we're going to narrow it down and select it and paste it in here. And we're going to hit the suggestion tool. Now doing this, hitting the suggestion tool that's related to this is going to keep out unwanted audiences that we don't really think that's related to toys. Because if I go in and put my own interests, that's not going to be as targeted. It won't be as accurate. Facebook is really smart nowadays to find similar audiences related to this particular audience. So now you can go out there and really find a person that's ideal for your product. And so for an example, if I put this in and I hit the suggestions, I'm going to get a lot of terms like education, toy, gifts, child, engaged shopper, parenting, hot toys, all that good stuff, right? And so they must like toys, but they also might have to like an education toy. And so I'm going to X this out. That's obviously going to bring down the audience. And so that's fine. That's okay, because this audience is not going to be targeted by a lot of other advertisers. And so for you guys, you definitely want to make sure you research your product, make sure you pick a very big audience so that you can narrow down and have enough people for Facebook to target. So after when you select your interests, guys, you want to uncheck detailed targeting. You want to make sure you're on automatic placements, and then you're on 7-day click or 1-day view. And then come up here and you want to label your ad set. And so in this case, we're targeting toys times educational toys. We're going to target the United States, and our age is pretty broad. So we're going to hit all ages. You always want to label your ad sets, guys. You need to be organized because you're going to be messing with a lot of different ad sets when we start duplicating. All right. So you're going to hit next, guys. Very simple. All right. So now that you're in the ad section, you're going to select your page, your Instagram pages. And like I said, since we've already created our video ad, we can go to the existing post. We can select that post, hit continue, and our ad should pop up right here. So we didn't really have to create our ad in the ads manager. Now with the button, guys, once you publish your ad, you won't be able to add a button. So you want to make sure you add that into the ad itself. And so there, into the call to action, there's a couple options. If you haven't seen the video ad tutorial video, guys, we stated out that we want to make sure our video goes viral. Okay, so clicking the shop now, that's not necessarily going to help us, but it will get us some buyers to make sure they purchase our product. But if we want to really go viral, guys, we can't really sell. Okay, you can't, like I said, you can't, put shop now or buy this and that on your ad. You have to make sure your video can go viral. And so we're going to put in our store name as the URL. We're going to hit complete. We're going to update the post. And instead of shop now, we have learn more. And then we can hit make sure everything is good, and then we can hit publish. All right, so once you hit publish, guys, your ad will be in review. Now mine says scheduled, so mine is already approved and ready to go because of my standing of my ad account. You know, the more that you start running ads, the more Facebook is going to start trusting you. So a lot of you guys that are out there, you know, running new Facebook ads, I need you guys to follow the rules. Make sure you implement everything that I'm showing you guys in this video, so that, you know, you don't get your ads account banned and, you know, you don't get rejected and things like that. It's very crucial if you want to have a long sustaining e-commerce business. All right, so we're going to hit duplicate, and we're going to hit duplicate about 3 times. Okay, so we're going to be testing out a few more audiences at $10 a day. And so what you can do, guys, since you have 3 new ad sets, you can go into the first one. Make sure you erase this, and we're going to be replacing these for new audiences. And so we're going to scroll down, and we're going to edit the detailed targeting. We're going to X this out. We're going to grab toys. We're going to narrow it down, and we're going to target another interest, okay, related to toys. So and remember, guys, like, toys is a very, very big interest. Okay, 500 million people. All right, so keep in mind that this audience of people, you know, you're getting a good amount of people to test out your product. All right, so you don't really need to replace toys. I mean, if you want to, you can. You know, Facebook ads is all about testing, but it's not really necessary. All right, all you really need to do is find another pool of audience within toys that's going to do well, right? And so the first one we hit, education toy, so we might want to go into a different angle, and go for maybe people that like Legos. You know, that's a whole different ball game of people, right? You know, Legos is a particular brand. Make sure I uncheck that, so it could be a little bit more, you know, targeted. 4.7 million people. That's pretty good. And so I can put Legos as the name, and then I can go into the next one. So the next one is right here. All right, so we got some more here. Let's see, we have Toys R Us. Here's another good one. I know I think shut down. I'm not sure if they did or not, but we got Toys R Us in there. Let's add that in there. Toys R Us. Remember, keep everything as organized as much as possible. And so we're going to go into our last ad set, which is this one right here. We're going to scroll down, change the detailed targeting. We're going to narrow that, hit suggestions, and then go to another one. Let's see if they have plush in there. So they do have stuffed toys and plush. You see, like, I can go in here and, you know, add these since I know that this is a particular toy. You know what I mean? This is the research that I've done. I'm not putting something random like BET or, you know, like a, you know, something obvious that's not related to toys, right? So I can go with any of these, you know, stuffed toys. Let's see what that one is. If I X that one out, that's about 81 million people. So actually, let me take the detailed targeting. So that's about 6.9 million people, which is perfect, right around where I want to be. And I can just do stuffed toys and boom. So doing this, guys, it makes a whole big difference. If I went in and just targeted toys, I can target anybody. You know, 500 million people, you know, I probably will be in that interest, right? And I probably wouldn't even buy the toy because that's not my, you know, my forte or whatever. But if I target toys, but they must also like stuffed toys, now we're talking, right? So then that's all you really got to do, guys. You just publish it. So whenever you publish these ad sets, guys, what you want to do, we're not done with the testing phase. We also want to expand out into other countries. Now, what we can do depending on your budget, remember, Facebook ads is all about depending on how much you're willing to spend. So what I recommend is at least duplicating one of these twice. Okay, so we can go into here and maybe get, let's see, we can get the plush one, and then we can get the educational one. So we're going to duplicate those at least one time. Once we duplicate that, we're going to have two brand new ad sets. Okay, so the first one, you want to go in here and you want to replace the United States with English speaking countries. So we're going to hit UK, Australia, and Canada. So we can target other countries beside the United States, because one thing that I found with my experience is that you might have products that work well in other countries, and so you definitely don't want to miss out on those other countries. And instead of United States, we can put UK, Canada, and Australia. It's this one right here. We scroll down, edit, add these countries in. Last we got Australia. Make sure you X out the United States. These, UK, Australia, Canada. Remember, you got to be organized, guys. You need to know which ad sets are going to be performing well. Then after that, you're going to publish every single one of them. So we're at about $60 a day. To me, that's a very good testing budget to start, at least $50. So you're going to be running these ads for at least 48 to 72 hours. You need to run them at least for 2 days. Okay, guys, you can't tie your mind to your money, guys. Once you do that, it's going to hold you back. Okay, the guys that are being successful right now in drop shipping are the guys that have that Mamba mentality, the go-getters, the dedicated ones that really want to find out how to make this work for them. And so you really have to go out there and test out as many ad sets as you can, as many products as you can. Once you see that you find success, after the first day, you're going to be happy. You're going to be, super motivated to keep going. Keep the mentality strong, guys, and you're going to be okay. All right. So this concludes the testing setup, guys. Remember, run these ads for about 48 to 72 hours, and then we can start analyzing these ad sets. And so in my next video, I'm going to be teaching you guys another strategy, testing strategy, so that if this strategy doesn't work out for you, you can use my other strategy, and so you guys can have more options. Okay, guys, so if you did enjoy this video, make sure you thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified for the next video. It's been another course video in the Ecom Lab. Have a great day and enjoy.